Good afternoon, YouTubers. T Square with T Square Talk. So it is Thursday evening, and tonight we're going to be talking a little bit about food shortages. It's something that we haven't talked about in a little while, and it's something that I think is about ready to get really bad. I'm kind of going to explain why once we get some people on today. So I always like to start the show out a couple minutes while we're waiting for people to jump in, what's been happening. So today, I was actually thinking this evening, I was actually going to be getting started a little bit earlier on my show tonight, but unfortunately, I got talking. We had something going on my street, so it kind of kept me outside watching. We had a bunch of ambulances and some police officers and stuff. Hopefully everything's all right. I really don't know exactly what all happened, but I'll find out later. I'm kind of curious. One of the other things, I may be changing up my schedule. I may start going back to putting up more videos during the week, only because there is a lot more going on. It's starting to get dark here a little earlier. A lot more of my time is starting to free up again. So I kind of wanted to get back into it. Right off the bat, we got Kimberly in the room first tonight. How are you tonight, Kimberly? Hope you're having a great night. Feel free to leave any comments in the chat. I don't read all the comments right off. I usually come back in and I will read them shortly after. I see we got Silver Wolverine popping in the room. How's it going tonight, Silver Wolverine? Hope you're having a great night. We got Jimmy in the room. We got Bull Tide in the room. Silver is on the dip. Silver Eagles at $29.98. Nice. They're starting to come down. I'm guessing that is for the brand new ones. So we're starting to see stuff come down. Silver's definitely coming down. I'm wondering how that's going to play out in the short run versus in the long run. I was having a conversation today on the Discord channel. If you guys follow us on Discord, we talk a lot about different stuff. Definitely, if you are not on Discord, I highly recommend you get on the Discord because there's a lot of great tips in there. Tips, tricks, if you're looking for deals, people selling stuff, people looking to trade stuff. If you're looking for something, a lot of opportunity there to find what's going on. Let's see here. T-Square, did you get my message? Yes, I thought I wrote back to you. At first, I thought you were just looking for one or two, but then the way you worded the message, I was like, okay, he's kind of trying to get a bunch. I haven't fully decided if I'm going to get rid of all of mine yet or what I'm going to do. That's why I thought I sent you the message. Maybe I didn't hit send on that. So I don't fully know yet what I'm doing with them all. But I will be talking to you about it at some point once I decide. But another thing I would consider doing, go on Discord and put that you're looking for some deals on some. And I'm pretty confident you'll find people on there that are willing to get rid of some of theirs. If you're just looking for a bunch of them, I don't know what price range you're looking for, but there's a lot of good opportunities there. Let's see. Kimberly's doing good. Awesome. Michael C. What's up, Michael? Hope you're having a great night. We're starting to see the Eagles coming down. As you know, Bull Tide just put a comment on there saying the new ones now $29.98. So they actually went under 30 now. A lot of stuff going on in the silver market. Silver just tanked today. But today we're going to talk mostly about food, but we are going to check the prices on some of that stuff. A lot of you guys already know silver took a major hit. Gold took a big hit. Me personally, I'm not worried about it. I actually like that because that kind of opens the door to more deals. So you will probably be seeing some more package opening videos that I am starting to get in. I actually just got this package in today. I'm excited to open it. I'm not going to open it live though, but I will be opening up in an upcoming video. So I will probably be posting some more videos up and a little more often than just Tuesdays and Thursdays. I was kind of thinking if I want to keep doing live streams on Tuesdays and Thursdays, and then other days of the week just put up videos, or how I'm going to play that out. So with that being said, we are going to jump right in. What's up, Coin Silver? We got Coin Silver popping in the room. How's it going, Lenny? We got Lenny in the room. Hope you guys are both having a great night. So we're going to jump right in and kind of get talking about what I believe is fixing to happen. Some people are not going to agree with this. Some people are not going to believe this. They're going to think, oh, this is hype, or this is drama, or whatever. But I'm going to explain why I believe this is going to happen. And none of this is financial advice. None of this is me telling you what to do. It's something for you to think about. And when you guys get thinking about it, I think you're going to realize that, you know what? He could be right on that note. So, as always, I'd like to take a quick minute and thank all of our subscribers to the channel. If you guys haven't seen all of our great playlists, please stop by, check them out. Whether you're into homesteading, prepping, farming, coin hunting, cooking, unboxing videos, coin roll hunting, whatever it is, we've got a lot of videos. We've got about 1,500 videos up right now. So it's a lot of good info out there. We're going to jump in. Before we get talking about the food, though, which I know everybody's really curious, what's going to happen that is going to make food so, I don't know, grocery stores go empty again. And I'm going to explain that. But before I do, we got to talk, I'm going to say, about the elephant in the room, because this was a hot topic today. How silver went from almost $24 down to $22.60. So, with that being said, obviously, my thoughts, silver is going down. It's an assault on silver. It's an assault on gold. We're seeing a lot of this stuff coming down. I'm still not convinced that the real market value is that low. I know some people are out there saying, no, it's going to go back down to 20. Some people might even say it's going to go back down to 15. I don't believe that's possible. And here's why. Because when you look at the amount of money that's out there, eventually something is going to happen in the economy, and it's going to scare your big investors. And if it hasn't already happened, that big investors have been already starting, I think big investors have already started to buy some of this, but I think a lot of it is being bought up in paper. And here's the problem. When you buy paper assets, you don't really hold the silver. And there's nothing saying that they can't force you to accept cash. They can make you accept cash. There's no guarantee that, hey, I'm getting my silver. And the reason you know this, there's not enough silver out there for all the paper contracts that are out there. So it's inevitable that at some point this could happen. Now the question is it going to happen in the near future? Is it going to happen, down the road? Nobody really knows what will be the straw that breaks the camel's back. But they've actually said themselves, we've never had any large amounts of people taking custody. It's never been more than 3%. They have like a 10% buffer, so they can actually have up to 10% of people they claim take custody of physical silver and not collapse the market. However, in a scenario where if the stock market tanks, if other investments start falling, what are people going to look at? Are they going to look at Bitcoin? Are they going to look at silver? They're going to look at gold. I think they're going to be putting their money into those three items. I'm not a big believer in Bitcoin, but I do believe money could float in there because there's going to be a lot of people. The first tap will be people moving into those three categories, and then the second tap is going to be if Bitcoin tanks. And I know a lot of big investors will say, well, we've always said you should be diversified. However, when they tell you diversification, they're telling you put 5% in those assets and put your other 90 to 95% in your actual stock market. So it's something to think about with this. And this fall, like I said, I'm not at all worried about it. I'm looking to buy silver at the lowest dollar cost average that I can get it at. In some cases, I would even say it's worth buying paper. But in some cases, I like physical. So there's a lot of different circumstances. For one, if you've got huge premiums and silver is dirt cheap, well, paper silver is the way to go in some cases. Now, I know that goes against some of what people on here will be thinking. A lot of people like tangible only. I like paper in some cases. I mean, it doesn't mean I'm going to go sell my tangible, but what it does mean is I'd like to be diversified in that area. Because if the silver price tanks down to 12, like we've seen in March at the beginning of the virus, then you know it's going to go up past 12. And they're going to try to settle with you in dollars anyway. So you'll just have more dollars. So that's why in some cases I don't think it's a bad thing. Now, would I want to have my insurance policy in paper silver? Absolutely not. But in some cases, it's good. So taking a quick look at the chart on gold. A lot of people are wondering gold too. Gold literally got hammered today. It was actually ran a little bit later than silver if you followed it like per the minute. But gold ended up closing out the day at 1560. I will say it is possible we can keep seeing it come down, but I don't believe there's a whole lot of room for it to keep coming down because people aren't going to sell at these prices. If you've been buying, you're not going to let it go at these cheap prices. So, I mean, look at Bulltide, for instance, who's in the room. He is one of the cheapest, best quality silver providers that I've used in the past. And, I mean, you're still talking an $8 over spot. So my thoughts on that is if you go to sell it, you're not going to have a hard time getting your money back. Moving on, we're going to take a quick look before we get into the food shortages. Also, just like for a brief minute at Bitcoin. Bitcoin closing out the day at 47,889. It's a little off of its 50,000 mark. Some people still believe in it. They believe that it's a buying opportunity right now. I don't think it's a buying opportunity in my opinion. Do I think it could go up? Absolutely. Do I think it's a buying opportunity? No. It's high price now. It's already been, I mean, we're not far off from the top. I know the top was like just under 70,000, I think it was. If we pull up the chart, let me pull up the chart to be exact. I'm pretty sure it was just under 70. If we go back, we'll say 1 year back, our peak was, I'm sorry, just under 65. That was the number. So we're just under 65. So yeah, we're not at the top, and there is room to continue going up, but I just don't see it having the potential that a lot of people are looking for. When it comes to silver and gold is one of them things where I feel like my money's safe, for one. And I also feel like if something bad happens in the economy and everybody floods to silver, you're not going to have time to invest in it. And silver's relatively cheap still. So don't think, oh, I don't want to get into it now because silver's up to $30 in some cases. Well, you're talking American Silver Eagles. That's not generic silver. So there's a big difference there. Now we're going to get into the actual food topic that I kind of wanted to talk about. Let me jump over here. Check the comments real quick. We got Joe stopping in. How's it going, Joe Jimenez? Hope you're having a great night, buddy. Let's see here. Who else did we just have popping in? Michael C, $7 over spot, not $8. That's good, but I'm looking for 20. I don't blame you, Michael. I'm looking for 20 myself. Let's see. Adam Stacks. We were talking about McDonald's in the Discord. I guess me and Michael are like T-Square's online dietitians, Lenny. So the joke was I actually went to Whataburger today. And here's the reason why. So you guys know I don't eat out much. It's rare that I eat out. I do have a lot of friends in different restaurant businesses. A lot of times I get hooked up, and in some cases on days I don't or something, or I stay home. I also am big on coupons. You guys know I've done a lot of couponing videos in the past where I was able to like literally get $100 in groceries for under $3 as a joke. Some of the stuff I didn't even use. I just gave it away. Some of the stuff I used. Some of the stuff I kept. Some of it I save. But I am a big coupon person. I'm huge on coupons. And right now, our local Whataburger had put out all these coupons where you buy a drink and a French fry, and you get a free double meat, double cheeseburger. Now, for those of you that have not had Whataburger, Whataburger is great food. I love Whataburger. However, it's extremely unhealthy. And they're already having shortages. So I hate to get off topic too much, but I'm going to tie it in for a quick minute. Even they're having shortages. So I went in tonight to get the Pico de Gallo burger, which is 2 all-beef patties, 2 cheeses, and some Pico de Gallo. They didn't have Pico de Gallo. They said they were all out. Some restaurants don't have chicken wings. Some restaurants don't have certain toppings on pizza. Some restaurants are having a hard time getting certain foods. We're in the middle of summer. Everybody should be working. The economy should be getting better. Everything should be going all on the up and up. But what we're not seeing, it's not happening. A lot of people, hold on here. I'm kind of looking at the comments. This is why it sometimes gets hard when I'm looking at comments and talking. We're seeing the shortages already happen. So one of the things I like to do to save money, I do use a lot of coupons. And with the Whataburger coupon coming out, I've been eating at Whataburger a lot. So I put that picture on Discord today, and they were giving me a hard time because I'm supposed to be losing weight for my doctor, but I'm not doing a good job at it because I like to save money. And it's not often you're going to get a big old double meat, double cheese meal for $5. That's $5 I spent on that versus if I cooked at home and eat the same old thing. I've been saving a lot of money like that, staying home and cooking at home. Some of it I've been reinvesting in precious metals. You guys have seen some of the package openings now. I'm starting to open up packages again. I just placed a huge monster order the other day. I'm waiting for it to come in. It's going to blow you guys' mind when you see it. So definitely, keep stacking. So we're going to get on, though. I don't want to get too much into the comments because then I do lose track if I'm reading the comments. But the thing that I see happening, actually, I guess I'm pretty well all caught up on the comments. The thing that I see happening with the food shortages, and someone already touched on it. You're trying to take over the show, man. No, I'm just kidding. Cisco system, Cisco Foods supplier. Is stopping delivery to smaller restaurants due to the lack of drivers, putting smaller restaurants out of business. Yeah, okay, so here's my thoughts on this. A lot of you guys have all heard of the new shot mandate. And I say that because they don't, I guess I can say vaccine mandate. The new vaccine bill. So supposedly if you have a business of over 100 employers, you have to get everybody basically either tested or given the shot. And what I think is going to happen is I think a lot of people are not going to take it. Now, I've been talking a lot with friends about this, close friends, and they're like, people ain't going to have a choice. If they need their job for their livelihood, they're going to keep doing it. They're going to take it and they're going to move on. I don't believe that to be the case because I'm against this bill, first of all, but in a way it's going to help out small businesses, I think, because a lot of big companies, if you're working for a big company like Walmart, let's say, and Walmart tells you to get it, and you're making $8 an hour at Walmart, do you really think someone that's against something is going to take it for an $8 an hour job? No, they're going to let you fire them. And then when you fire them, they're going to try to get unemployment, and they're probably going to get it. So this bill is crazy. I know a lot of people are already fighting it, and I'm kind of reading the comments. I apologize. I don't ever read anything that says in a negative, like if it's too, I don't want to say bad, because this is a family program kind of. But I do look at it. I don't think it's going to happen. I do think they're going to try to enforce it at first. We've already seen 2 hospitals now where literally the majority of the staff has walked off. So New York had 1 hospital. Majority of the staff walked off the job. and filed a suit against the state of New York and the hospital. You also have a hospital in Texas now. Same thing. A lot of them are prepared to be let go. So now that you're already seeing a shortage in medical field, the thing I'm looking at, though, is food. I think medical will be bad. I mean, if I need to go to the hospital for something, it's not going to be good. But what I think is going to happen is the food industry is going to be the bad one. And here's why. We already have a shortage of supply chain. We're having supply chain interruptions. With that being said, what do you think is going to happen when all these companies have to get the shot and people don't want to get it? They're probably going to be let go or they're going to quit. So you get places like Tyson, General Mills, PepsiCo, all these companies that have way more than 100 people, and people start leaving the job. At a time when we're already shortage on workers, we have a shortage on workers, and essentially we're going to make it even shorter. What do you think is going to happen to the supply chain then? Trucking industries, all these places, just because it says right now, it says anybody with 100 or more employees. However, small mom and pops, they're not going to be affected by this, supposedly, as of right now. I think eventually they're going to force it to everybody, or try to, at least. I think a lot of people will quit. I believe it's going to cause mass shortages in products. And what I really worry about is empty shelves. And when the grocery stores start running low, what's the first thing you do when you see your products that you buy every day start running out? You're going to buy extra. You're going to buy a little bit more. Then they're going to have to put limits on products, canned goods and stuff, or anything. Any of your products they're going to put basically limits on. And then it's going to make matters even worse. People are going to try to find loopholes around it. You're going to have people cramming in the store. I can tell you right now, when the virus was really bad, I didn't want to go to the grocery store, wait in line for 30 minutes to get 4 cans of produce, 4 cans of vegetables, whatever, 2 cans of soup, 1 loaf of bread, 1 pack of meat. I didn't want to wait in line for that. You're putting yourself at risk. But the really bad thing is going to happen when the stores start running out of stuff. Because what do you really think is going to happen? People are going to go crazy and they're going to start buying more and more. They're going to start overbuying. It's going to be just like the toilet paper was, even more. So taking a quick look at some of the numbers. I am going to get into all the comments here in just a minute. Taking a quick look at a couple statistics that some people may or may not know. So right off the bat, I Googled earlier worker shortage. Make sure you guys can see that. Okay, worker shortage. Now, right off the bat, we're seeing schools are having a lot of worker shortages right now. We're seeing bus driver shortage. We're seeing cafeteria workers. A lot of different essential roles are coming up short. Some of that is already due to the new mandates. Some of that is people don't want to put themselves at risk. So tonight, I was actually talking to a couple that they homeschool their kids. They don't want to put their kids in public school right now because of everything going on. I would expect that we're going to see more and more of that type of stuff as, I'm going to say, the virus spreads. People are going to get worried. Let's face it, we know the news is going to hype it up for media coverage. I mean, I'm here in Corpus Christi. They were hyping up the hurricane. And I had people asking me if I was all right. I had people on Discord ask me. I had people email me, hey, are you okay? I had a couple people call me, hey, are you okay? We didn't even really have a hurricane here. They called it a hurricane, but I wouldn't really say it was a hurricane where I'm at. I mean, I barely filled up my water containment, which is 110 gallons right now. I actually added another section onto it. So I took in 110 gallons of water. We did get a lot of rain the first night. The second night, we didn't have anything major. And keep in mind, my water containment is filled from my roof. So my roof runs down into my bucket, into my 55-gallon drums. So that's what I'm saying. News media overhypes a lot of this stuff. So you almost have to verify some of this stuff. I ended up verifying. I know the hospital in New York has shut down its entire, basically, baby, what do you call it? Now I can't think of the name of it. Basically, their whole birthing department where they give birth to kids. And they're saying people just have to go to one of the other two hospitals. We're seeing shortages all over. And a lot of the articles, I always like to Google stuff too, because you can find a lot of different stuff out. And then you can call some of these companies even and ask them, hey, are you guys hiring? And see what they tell you. If they tell me, no, we're overstaffed right now, then I know that the article that I'm reading is fake. But if I see something and I call them and they're like, oh, we can't get enough people. Yeah, come on in. Put in a job app. Okay, I'll have to do that. Thank you so much. I don't go. I just call them just to find out. But that just goes to show the worker shortage now. We're not even where this full mandate is being implemented. Now, let's move on real quick. So then I wanted to find out, okay, so let's look at Tyson Foods. Since Tyson Foods has been in the news, their chicken, their pork, a lot of their processing of foods. How many employees does Tyson have? Tyson has 120,000 employees as of October 3rd of 2020. So right there, I expect they want to get all those people all vaccinated. Those people are not all going to get vaccinated. They're not going to do it. So now they're probably going to lose their jobs, and then we're going to see an increased shortage even more on all the products that they make, whether that's pork ribs, chicken wings, chicken, whatever. And that's just one company now. So the next company that I pulled up that I was curious about, PepsiCo. Pepsi, they don't only do canned Pepsi, they also have tons of other brands, snacks, that type of stuff, and different foods that they do offer. I guess they own Gatorade, Quaker Oats, but all these different companies are coming up with shirts. So how many does Pepsi-Cola have? Pepsi-Cola, 291,000 people worldwide. I mean, this is going to be, a lot of these people just aren't going to take it. Some will to keep their job. Kraft, I was kind of shocked that Kraft only had 38,000 people as of 2020 working for them. That was kind of a shocker for me. I would have thought Kraft was bigger than that. But there again, anything over 100 people. The other one that I had looked up was General Mills, 35,000 people. All these people. Now, here's the thing. They're projecting that this new law could affect up to 80 million people. 80 million. Now, how many of them 80 million people are going to go and get the shot if they haven't already gotten it yet? If someone hasn't gotten it yet, they probably have no intentions of getting it. None. There might be a few that may still get it. I saw they were running in my town. They were running a come in and get your free shot today. But, I mean, how many people? They didn't have many people going in today. It wasn't like the beginning. I mean, so it's kind of interesting to see how this is going to play out. But my thoughts are, once this rule goes into effect, if they enforce it the way they're saying they're going to, if they can even, I don't know. I know a lot of states are fighting it. I was reading through the comments here a minute ago. I keep glancing. That's why I get distracted sometimes when I'm doing live. Hospital workers have already had it, so don't even need. Here's the thing. A lot of hospital workers are refusing it, though. Last year, hospitals heroes, now bad. Give me a break. Yeah, that was actually a post that I put out, too, was last year's heroes, this year's unemployed. So I'm kind of curious to see how this is going to play out. So I'm going to get into some of these comments because I know a lot of the talk is about that. So Cisco Foods truck driver shortage. I mean, we're going to see the transportation of a lot of the food that we buy on a daily basis is going to start slowing. A lot of the grocery stores, they get the stuff in. They don't have huge amounts of back stock. Everybody thinks a grocery store never runs out. A grocery store is basically just 3 days away from being empty. And what that means is if trucks don't come in for 3 days, they're done. So that's why I tell people it's wise to have a little bit extra. So silver took a dive today along with gold. Markets didn't tank yet. Probably market is ready to pop. I suspect next week or next month. I think we're going to see a lot of the stock market start crumbling. We need some bad data to... Excuse me, I got the hiccups now. We need to see some bad data hit the news. And once that happens, I think that's going to really hit hard, and then people are going to start selling. And once it starts selling, I think we're going to really see it start dropping fast. That's why some of our menus... That's why some of our menu was suddenly stopped. Yes, I'm seeing restaurants, they are changing their menus up a little bit. Certain items are taken away. Sometimes they're just saying they don't have it. I remember one pizza place basically saying they stopped selling large orders of wings and medium orders of wings, and all they were selling was small orders of 8 wings because of a chicken wing shortage. Coupon on a heart attack. We would like you around for a while. I'm hoping I'm healthy. I'm thinking I'm pretty healthy. I know I do eat fast food. Normally, though, here's the deal. You guys know me better than anybody. Do I seem really like the type of guy that eats fast food all the time? Here's why. I don't like eating out because the prices are too high. And I'm tight with my money. I don't mind saying it. I'm not embarrassed. I hope I'm around for a while. I hope. Let's see here. Let's see. Yeah. I always miss when T-Square is live. I usually check around 10 p.m. Yeah, if you're on 10, by 10 I'm usually wrapped up. I've been trying to walk a little in the evenings and jog a little. A very little. But I have been trying to get back into walking and stuff. Let's see here. What's your take on the vax? I'm against it, and I'm definitely against forcing it on people. Do I think it's bad for everybody? No. If I was telling someone today, if I was 70 years old, 65, I've got a bunch of health conditions, I know I ain't got 30 years to be around, realistically, then maybe I would take it. I wouldn't think the way I think. As of right now, I'm not worried about it. I feel that I'm a pretty healthy person. I'm a little heavy set. I could lose some weight. I'm working on that. If I get to a point where I'm really going to go all in, I will make a video. You guys remember a couple years back, I made that video. And once I put a video and I really put it out there as a video, then I'm all in. I'm all in because I would be too embarrassed to say, okay, guys, I'm starting my diet for real today and show you guys my weight and then get back on a month later and not have lost any weight. That would be embarrassing for me. So I'm kind of a little bit of a proud person when it comes to that. When I did that video, I was losing literally 10 pounds a week. At the end of 2 months, I dropped almost 100 pounds. Or, I'm sorry, at the end of 3 months. I did 100 pounds in 100 days. But I was working out hard. I was doing 4-hour workouts a day. I'm not at that point yet. Let's see. I like what you put down. Smaller restaurants, some items can't get currently. Cost them, the restaurants, too much out of pocket. Yep. I know some foods have been going up through the roof, like brisket costs right now. Extremely high. It just keeps going up and up and up. Almost like there's no end in sight. Do you suspect the vaccines are tainted and we will only know 10 years from now? Okay, so I won't say they're tainted. When someone uses the word tainted, that makes me think deliberately. I don't know if, I mean, I want to be honest, and I also don't want to get in trouble on YouTube. I don't think it would be deliberate that I'm more worried about. What I'm more worried about is long-term effects of science. It's too soon to know all the data. I mean, think about it. The vaccine's been out, what, a year? Maybe, yeah, about a year almost. And already approved and already forcing it on people, and it's only been out a year. They didn't even have time to really adequately test it on a large group of people. Science takes time. You don't get results overnight. We don't know what kind of long-term effects are. Let's see. Last year's hospital heroes this year, unemployed. Personally, I think they should be optional for everyone. I won't hate someone if they don't take it, and I won't hate someone if they do. It should be the decision someone makes on their own, and I'll even go so far as to say made on your own and with your doctor. Your doctor knows if you're a high risk. I'll be honest, I told my doctor I don't like medicine and I don't like shots. And he said, you know what? You're borderline high risk. I won't say you're high risk. If you don't want to take it, that's okay, but I would like you to take these other items instead, just as a precautionary measure to make sure your immune system is building up, you're a little healthy. Each person has to talk to their doctor alone and in person about that. What is up, Scott? Hope you're having a great night, Scott. I see we got Scott in the room. Please, great time to say it. Everybody in the room, if you have not already hit that thumbs up button, hit that thumbs up button. Help me out. I really do appreciate it. And yeah, I'm not going to dislike someone because, oh my word, dude, are you just trying to one-up me, Michael? Michael's next comment is something that I was going to say because I just ran into it today. But I'm not going to be upset if someone goes ahead and gets it. I mean, you know, I've got loved ones that have taken it. Both my dad and my stepmom, they both took it, and they're both firm believers, and they think I'm a nut job for not taking it properly. And my neighbor just thinks I'm a nut job because my hair is so long. She goes, I would think you're a nut job just because you don't cut your hair. And I just laugh at that. But each person is going to have their own opinion on that. So the next thing, too, it's kind of funny that Michael said it because I went to Lowe's today. And, well, I'll read Michael's comment. Michael's comment was, go buy Christmas stuff now. It's not far off. I mean, Christmas is 100 days out. We're talking a little less than a quarter of a year away. I mean, think about it. And they're already putting Christmas stuff out. They had a whole aisle dedicated to nothing but Christmas stuff. I don't know if it's because they're worried their Christmas numbers ain't going to be as high. If they're trying to one-up everybody, soon you're going to see 4th of July and Christmas together at the same time. But go by, it was just kind of funny because, I mean, I experienced that today. And I even joked about it when I was at the store. I said, it's ridiculous. I mean, we're already putting up Christmas trees. We haven't even had Thanksgiving, Halloween. It used to be you saw Christmas start usually right after Halloween. So it was a little bit before Thanksgiving. In the really old days when I was a kid, you didn't see Christmas until right after Thanksgiving. And the next day, they pretty much used Thanksgiving weekend to set up Christmas decorations. Now, we haven't even had Halloween yet, and you got people already advertising. Now we're talking, we've still got Halloween, we still got Thanksgiving, and then Christmas. It's ridiculous what they're trying to push. But it could also be they want to get the sales up now because they know they're going to have a bad fourth quarter. And then on top of that, who knows what kind of shortages we're going to see in everyday items, cell phones, radios, movies, whatever the items are you need. Now, I'm not a big materialistic person. You guys know that. I want to either go down to Mexico and live a simple life, or I want to go up to Maine and live a really simple life, or maybe I'll find somewhere in Texas where I can just quiet, away from people, nice, little ranch with some animals, and just enjoy life. I don't want all this kind of chaos and materialistic life that everybody is slowly getting to. Let's see here. Scrolling down. I got a bunch of people using their points. Should I load up on toilet paper? So here, I kind of wonder that. We had a lot of toilet paper shortages, but I also wonder how many people are sitting on toilet paper still from the beginning of the year. Now, I do got to say, I was actually watching National Geographic Preppers, and there was an episode where the guy said his exact words. He goes, a lot of these people want to invest in gold and silver. I don't think that's the way to go. That's why I'm putting all my money in toilet paper. Because at the end of the day, if you don't have it, it's going to be pretty rough. And I kind of got a kick out of that. And then I looked when the video was made. The video was made 3 or 4 years ago. And so I said, wow, that dude probably made a killing off his toilet paper stash with what he showed. I mean, he showed like a truckload of toilet paper at his house. And I was like, darn, dude. But, I mean, I think there's going to be a shortage in everything. Now, the good thing about toilet paper, paper towels, napkins, paper plates, paper cups, stuff don't go bad. It's not going to go bad in your pantry. So if you do have, an extra 48 roll package sitting somewhere, you're probably not going to lose money on it. Because the truth of the matter is, with inflation, you're going to see a lot of these products start going up in price. And as the products go up in price, if you buy it at that point, you've got to pay more money. But if you bought it earlier, you don't feel the inflation at the same time as everybody else. I know inflation's happening. I go to the store a lot. I pay a lot of attention to it. But it's not hitting me personally as hard as other people because I already bought a lot of stuff ahead of time when it comes to canned goods, that type of stuff. And, I mean, I pick up a lot of deals when I can. I stock up on items when it goes on sale. And sometimes it just means if I'm in the mood for homemade corn chowder and I don't have creamed corn, it's not on sale, sometimes I just might not have it. Lobster bisque in a can. Sometimes I make it from scratch. Sometimes I make it from a can. Now, I know some people right off the bat that cook are going to be like, dude, lobster bisque out of a can? That sounds disgusting. Here's the thing. I won't say it's disgusting. I will say you want to season it a little bit more. I'll usually end up buying like a pound of lobster meat. I'll buy a couple cans of lobster bisque. I'll get a couple cans of potatoes, cut them up a little smaller, put them in there. There's a lot of things you can do to spice up your food to make it a little bit better. But sometimes at the end of the day, if the prices are up on it, I won't buy it. Let's hope it wasn't one of those coughs. No. Let's see. Mandating, taking away the free, mandate the vax, taking away the freedom. The mandate they just made where you have to get it if you work at a business with over 100 employers is, in my opinion, taking away someone's freedom or their right to choose. And I believe that too. Let's see. Bus driver shortage is also because they don't want to bet vax. I believe that. And I don't think a lot of them will. I mean, think about it. What is a bus driver... Think about what some of these people make. You're trying to enforce someone to take it that maybe only makes $10 or less an hour. You could probably go get a job mowing a lawn for $10 an hour and do what you want. I mean, at the end of the day, that's what it's going to come down to. You think I'm going to risk my health or do something against my personal better judgment for a lousy $10 an hour? No, they're not going to. Let's see. Christmas trees are up already and Halloween hasn't even started. Yep. What is up, Chris? 4365. Hope you're having a great night. Why should I go to the doctor so they can say Do you want a booster shot? So I will defend the doctors. Not all doctors are trying to cram this down your throat. I am lucky enough to have a doctor that actually wrote a huge statement against businesses forcing a vaccine on people. He said, I don't think that's the right. I think it goes against everything we know, and to force it, I think, is extremely wrong. But I don't want to get too much into politics, but I would probably expect nothing less out of this administration. Let's see. They can identify life-threatening issues. Tell me if you can do that, Chris. The booster shot. It's going to be booster shot after booster shot after booster shot pretty soon. It will eventually weaken the immune system. Somebody said, I kind of believe that too. Let's see, Chris, it's common sense. If you went to a doctor and he didn't prescribe a pill, how could he treat you otherwise? He can't. He's taught to give the pills. That's true. But here's the thing, and I don't mind taking prescriptions. I mean, I take a blood pressure medicine, and I take my blood pressure medicine every day religiously. At one point, probably about 4 years ago, I tried getting healthy, really healthy, maybe 3 years ago, and I tried weaning. I thought maybe I would be slick and wean myself off my blood pressure medicine. And what I thought I would do is just, okay, I'm going to cut it in half and just take half. I'm going to take one. I'm going to take half. I'm going to take a quarter. Well, each time I'm getting less and less in my system. And one of my friends who is a pharmacist said, dude, I would never, ever do that. And I thought I could do it anyway. And I started getting dizzy spells, lightheaded. I almost fainted one day. I started taking it again, and I got better. So certain stuff I'm willing to take. But some of this stuff has been around forever. Blood pressure medicine is not new. I mean, it's so old that it doesn't even cost that much because it's been around. The patent's open now. Let's see here. And yeah, they do want to prescribe you pills, unfortunately. They want to prescribe whatever they can to make you better. I believe that they're trying to do what's right. Yeah, we should have a fake tree. I sold the majority of my Christmas decorations off. I still have some stuff. I have a collection of singing stuffed animals that I'll probably be selling off here within the next month. I sold my tree. I had a 14-foot Christmas tree. It was fake, but I set it up every year in my living room. I sold that off to someone. Someone asked me if I'd sell it. They said they'd give me $100 for it. I said, I'll take it. I don't have any use for a lot of that now. I live alone. I do have a small tree in my garage. I may not even set that up this year. I'm going to be someday the Grinch with all my little coins. Let's see. Who cares? This world's... if my time comes, my time comes. No doctor can keep me alive forever. Unfortunately, yeah, the world's getting harder, and when it's your time, it is your time. I won't say miserable, because life is what you make it. It doesn't have to be miserable. I believe, first thing, if you want to live a happy life, get out of debt. If you owe anybody anything, get out of it, square it up, and be done with it. After that, it comes down to living a simple lifestyle. The simpler you can get it, the more you'll be able to just kick back, sit in your backyard. You want to start up a fire, get yourself one of them long sticks, put some marshmallows on it, and just kick back with your feet up. Even if it's the stars are out, if it's sunny, if it's not sunny, if it's nighttime, whatever, it's make a couple roasted marshmallows and just chill. There I go, talking about eating sugar when I'm potentially a diabetic now. Come on, people. Just move to Iceland and forget about all the government control. Iceland would be a great place. I would love to live in Iceland. A while ago, there was a cab driver. He smoked too much. He stopped going to the doctor for 6 years. One morning, his voice changed. He went to the doctor and had lung cancer. Passed 2 months later. I don't suggest anybody not going to see their doctor. I would never suggest that. I would never do that. Let's see here. Scrolling through. Doctor, my grandfather was passing away in the hospital. They didn't even do any tests to try to find out what was wrong with him. Maybe they could have saved him. Explain that one. In some situations, there's going to be extreme circumstances where a doctor messes up. So I won't say everybody is on the same page, though. Just because one messes up, I won't go against everybody. I personally like my doctor. My doctor, unfortunately, is a little bit too testing for me. If I go in with a complaint, he wants to get me tested. And the fact that I don't like seeing him, he wants to get me tested on other things that I'm not even curious about. Let's see. And no, it wasn't the virus. Yeah, that's something. It seems like whenever someone passes away now, they want to say that's what it was. Iceland is having lots of volcano activity right now this year. So go somewhere else. But no Iceland. Maybe under lava. Yeah, that I didn't know, but that would be crazy. Doctors prescribe chemicals that mask the issue, but are not the cure. Yep. Finally, someone gets it. Yep. If it was during the virus, I hate to bring it up, but they might have said it was that. Yeah, I believe they would have if it happened during that time frame. What is up, John? How's it going tonight, John? We got John popping in the room. Please hit that thumbs up button. Everybody watching. It does help out the channel. Let's see. Paul S. So never marry or GF T-square. That's kind of a complicated. That's a complicated one. I'm just gonna say I live alone right now. Let's see here. Scrolling down. T-square was dating B. Yeah, T-square was dating B. T Scrooge, no Christmas. Let's see. Scrolling through. Let's see here. Yeah, T as in me. I live a different type of lifestyle that's not for everybody. It's hard to find someone that thinks like me, that shares a lot of the beliefs that I have. I am an extremely simple person. I never go without. I've never had to go without. I did when I was younger. Unfortunately, at the time, I was a child of a single mom with 2 kids, raising 2 kids. It was hard on her. That has taught me a lot. Compound that with a good education on money and money background, and really being open to a lot of different stuff out there. I hate to get too much into this topic. So it means that I'm obviously not the right fit for a lot of people. I am a different type of person. Sorry about that. My son was just calling. So it's a different fit. So I'm going to leave it at that. Obviously, I mean, how many of you guys are preppers out there, or you invest and you have a partner or a spouse that's against it? a girlfriend, maybe whatever the case may be. It's not for everybody, and not everybody believes in this lifestyle. Um, so that's kind of something to kind of take into consideration. It's great if you find someone that thinks just like you, but it's rare. It's extremely rare. So I'm going to get out of that topic, though. Let's see. Hey, T-Square, how are you doing, brother? How's everything doing? Just wanted to drop in for a sec. What is up, Sir Lancer TV? For those of you guys that don't know, Sir Lancer TV or Ruben, he has a great channel. You guys can check him out. If you're into any kind of gaming, go check out his channel. He's actually done a lot of help with me setting up the streams, setting up a lot of the equipment here. In fact, him and Super User or Sean pretty much handled everything on this setup, getting it set up. So I'm thankful for all their help. So, and now Sir Lancer TV, who used to have a amazing channel with cars, has kind of let that go, and now he's doing video gaming on both Twitch and on YouTube. So you guys can check him out, Sir Lancer TV. Let's see here. My wife goes with anything I want to do. Thank goodness for that. That's great when that happens. Not everybody believes in that. It all depends on lifestyle that you have beforehand. A lot of it depends on upbringing. A lot of it depends on just denial. I mean, some people believe nothing bad can ever happen to the greatest country in the world. My opinion, I'm proud to be an American, but rules of economics apply to everybody, just like the rules of gravity apply to everybody. So when people say nothing bad financially can happen to the U.S. or to the U.S. dollar, that always worries me a lot, because those are the people that I think will be affected the worst. Most people that I have in my life, I've tried to take a minute to open them up a little bit. Just like you guys, I try to share everything I do. I'd share with you guys. I'm not a secretive person. Some of my investments are not, I'm going to say, don't pan out. Some of them do. Dogecoin, anybody that did Dogecoin at the same time as me probably made a killing. Anybody that did Peacock coin at the same time as me probably lost some money. Unfortunately, I think some people did Peacock after they seen what happened with Dogecoin. That's why I don't recommend anything. I just want to introduce people to it. And if you decide to do it, that's up to you. Do I think it's a good investment? Well, if I'm putting my money into it, I'm a firm believer in it. Right now, I think food is going to come in handy come this winter. And if you can buy food that's going to keep for the winter, you're going to be in a better spot. And anybody that wants to talk bad about people that prep or anything like that, our grandparents prepped. It's just having foresight. Everybody's a prepper in a way, but some prep is okay. Buying home insurance is a form of prepping. You're preparing for a fire or a flood or some natural disaster. But food, who does that? That's what we're led to believe. Who practices water conservation when you can just turn a valve and boom, you got water? You know, hit the faucet and bam, it's there. A lot of people don't practice this stuff. I do practice everything that I talk about. This month was a month that I actually practiced hardcore water conservation here at my house. And some of that was brought on after I turned on, I'm getting Alzheimer's. Call me Joe Square maybe pretty soon. Needless to say, I was taking care of my chickens and I left my faucet on full blast for 6 hours and forgot about it. Took a phone call, went inside, hopped in my truck and went somewhere. Came back, had a seat on my front picnic table after I was done, went inside, went to use the bathroom, and I could hear the water going through my pipes. I walked out back, and my backyard was flooded. I shut my water off there, and I said, that's it. I'm going to practice water conservation the rest of the month. 2 showers a day. Nope, down to 1. I know some people laugh because they're like, you brush your teeth for 5 minutes with the water on. You wash your dishes before you put them in the dishwasher. You know, I've learned a lot over this month, and I've counted every bit of water I've used in the last 18 days. I'm not going to be done practicing water conservation until the 18th. After the 18th, my water bill will reset. I'll be able to get a final reading. I'll cry a little bit that I spent too much money on water this month. And then some of these practices I will carry on, and some I won't. I did, like I said, I set up a water collection setup in my backyard. It collected 110 gallons. I've added an extra compartment to it, an extra 55-gallon drum. That will take me up to 165 gallons. I plan on using that water for my garden, that type of stuff. Instead of paying for water, I can use that on my garden. I can use that on my chickens. I can use that for a lot of different stuff. And if a worst case scenario happens, I will be covered. So, something to think about. Okay, let's see here where we were. So it is great that your wife is on board with all that, Paul. You guys heard of MetaZoo. So MetaZoo, for those of you that don't know, that was something that we were talking about on Discord the other day. It's a new card game. Series 1, someone sent me a photo of the Series 1 box that's now selling for like $6,000, $7,000. It has a crazy amount of hype around it. I tried buying a new box of Series 2 the other day, along with Adam and Grizz, and a box was $140. I tried buying one. It got sold out literally in 15 seconds. Trying to see how popular it is. For the pre-order drop yesterday to sell out instantly. Let's see here. So talking about silver markets, they are messing with the markets totally. It's totally out of whack. The recent moves down, totally manipulated. Here's the thing. I believe they don't want people, and obviously I've always believed that, they don't want people investing in silver. And if they can make us worry and get scared when it falls, they've accomplished their mission. So right now, if you were buying silver at 30, 28, 26, 24, and it just got down to 22 and you're not happy, I can't understand that. And the reason being, the lower it goes, the more you can stack. I mean, I won't buy it at a high price anymore because I feel I'm secure. If the dollar collapsed, I'll be okay. If it goes really low, under what I believe is fair market value, then I'm going to buy more. I'm looking a lot at collectibles now. I hate to say that, which is kind of what I got in this package right here that just came in. This is collectibles. It's a collectible silver coins. With the prices on silver, there's not a big difference between a semi-collectible American Silver Eagle. And I believe this year is probably most collectible than any. You have the last year of the Silver Eagles made for the first part of the year. You had the virus running havoc on it for the first part of the year. Okay? Then you have the brand new design for the second half of the year. And you have the silver shortages and the high-priced silver wreaking havoc on the second design. This year's designs, I believe, are going to be worth their weight easily. I won't say weight in gold, but they're going to be worth getting, in my personal opinion. That's why I've been picking up more and more of them when I can find the deals. Now, you do have to be mindful if you're getting them graded. If you're getting them, I mean, some of these coins have the anniversaries on them. They're saying that, like, I'm talking the graded slab. It says they've got the anniversary. Some of them got special labels, a lot of different stuff. Now, the coin is pretty much the same coin in all of them. However, I think it's going to be a popular coin. It's got a good story behind it. It's the last one ever made, the first one ever made of the new design. Both of them came out this year. A lot of people are not taking the opportunity to pick them up. I think they're going to regret that down the road. Kind of like the W quarters. A lot of people were regretting the W quarters. I can't find a W quarter on anywhere now for under $15. Look around. And I'm talking a generic, not graded, just a generic. You can't really find them. And I believe silver is going to have its day. It's going to have its day. It's going to go up. There's just too much money in the system. With as much money as we have in the system, I mean, the money has quadrupled since the 2008 crisis. Easily quadrupled. 2008, we had $50 silver. And you're going to tell me that $200 silver is unreasonable? I don't believe that. Now, the common question comes up, well, if you believe it could go to 200, why would you sell at 45.50? I wouldn't sell all at 45.50, but I would sell some. Because at the end of the day, if you're in heavy to an investment and you have an opportunity to double your money and keep half of your investment and sell the other half and get all your money back, to me, that's a no-brainer. Will I sell everything? No. Will I sell some? Absolutely. If I see $50 silver, it's gone. A lot of it. Now, I know some people have said, well, what good is the money going to be if the currency's crashing? That's a valid point. I mean, if the currency is crashing and we're in the middle of hyperinflation and they just can't hold silver back anymore and silver jumps to $50, then I may not be selling. I mean, if the scenario is like that, if there's still food in the grocery stores and silver just takes off, I mean, think about it. When, be a good one. When copper shot up to $5, it wasn't the end of the world. You could still get copper. You could still get food. I mean, did the economy crash? No. I mean, it ain't looking good. But, I mean, it didn't crash. And the same thing will be with any other investment. Anything. When plywood skyrocketed, everything has cycles. Right now, we're just not seeing the true cycle in silver and gold because they don't want us to see it. They want you to feel bad and know. They want you to truly believe that if silver goes to 20 and you paid 30, you lost money. And you did lose money in paper form, but you didn't lose money until you sell it. They want you to second guess yourself. What they don't want is people to be strong and buy more. And you know this is happening because you can't buy silver at spot price. It doesn't matter what the spot price says, you'll probably never be able to get it. At least there was a time when spot price was $17 and you could buy silver at $17.69, $17.79, $17.99, $1.50 over. That wasn't unheard of. And now premiums are through the roof, and they want you to get scared. They want you to be discouraged, and they don't want you to buy it. So a lot of people just don't see that. Let's see. I don't see a reason why it fell. So it has to have been manipulated. And that's kind of what I think happened. I think it was manipulated today. I don't think it will sustain that. If I see it go down 2 or 3 more days, then I'm going to smile and I'm going to be like, now we know that's it. I mean, that's it. Really, I mean, they can push it down. Anybody can push it down for a day. I mean, will they be able to keep it down? I mean, they're going to let it, as long as they can, I think they're going to keep pushing the price down. And they don't want it to fall too quick. So I don't know if we'll see, I don't really think we'll see it keep falling all at once. Because some people are going to think, oh, this is the bottom, and they're going to go buy. And then they're going to push it down a little bit more. And that way they can say, okay, maybe we're going to psych them out here. How many people will sell? How many people do you know that have bought an investment and it drops by a little bit and they instantly want to cash out of it? I know people that bought Peacock coin and they've lost a lot and they cashed out of it. Why? You've already taken the hit. Stick with your gut, in my opinion. Look at mortgage-backed securities, as there are some huge foreclosures coming on the horizon. Think about the eviction moratorium. Think about how many people have been evicted, are getting evicted. Think about all those essentially landlords that have lost a lot of money. And the weak ones, I'm going to say the weak ones, like the mom and pop people, maybe they have one or two investments and they stop paying the rent and they're sitting there having to work maybe 2 jobs to make the mortgage payment. They're never going to get that money back. What do you think is going to happen? Those people are going to sell them houses first chance they get. And that's going to hurt the market. That's not going to be good for the housing market. We'll probably see a lot of houses hit the market. Now, hopefully Texas is not going to be as hard hit with that because we do still have a lot of work down here. We have more work down here probably than people that want to work. But, I mean, it's something to think about. Let's see. The water comes from the roof where there is a bird. So I wouldn't drink or shower in it or use it on chickens. Mainly a garden thing, I would say. Here's the thing. Every time you flush your toilet, you waste 5 gallons of water. A water collection right outside your toilet, you can actually pipe the pipe from the barrel right to the toilet. Gravity fed. You flush that toilet, it feeds in. That's 5 gallons every time you flush your toilet. You can shut that valve off and go back on city and keep your city water running to it if you have it ran in parallel. There's a lot of people that have drinking that water and lived. A bird poops on the roof. They put a little bit of bleach in there, and you're not going to you're not going to from it. I don't want to use that 3-letter word because I know YouTube don't like it. Be mindful. Be mindful. I'm not saying I'm going to sit there and drink my rainwater on a daily basis. What I'm saying is it's not going to hurt your chickens. My chickens drink rainwater all the time. When it rains in their little thing, in their little tub, and sometimes they have accidents in it, and they sometimes drink it, and they are just fine. Those are animals. Not going to hurt them. It's not going to hurt your dogs. I totally trust rainwater on certain things. Am I going to eat it or am I going to drink it? No, not personally, unless it gets to a really bad thing. Here's the thing to think of when it comes to rainwater collection. If something happens and the grid goes down, you're not going to have water coming to your house. Within a week, if you don't have any water in your house, when your water runs out, you don't have any bottled water or anything, within a week, you're done. If the grid goes down, they're not sending water like they do during a hurricane. I mean, Hurricane Harvey came through here. They had pallets of water in the street for people. National Guard came in. They were giving water. If it happens U.S.-wide, they're not going to be able to help everybody. If you're not somewhat reliant on yourself, you're going to have a really hard time. And then it's going to set in. Man, I watched them prepping shows, but I didn't do nothing about it. I just thought about it. Having secondary water, I have drinkable water. I also have water collection outside. I mean, I don't want to be a day without water if I don't have to be. So something to think about, Adam. MetaZoo is good investment now, very limited compared to other other card games, with only about 25,000 booster boxes made. The first edition, Cryptic Nations, which was released in July 31st, It's done really well, and I believe they will keep doing well. Unfortunately, it's such a short demand, it's hard to get them. They make about 1 to 2 million Pokemon booster boxes for each set. Has Spot Silver gone down? So I can load up. Yeah, Spot Silver is actually down $1 for Spot. So we're seeing the premium start dropping. Bulltide in the beginning of the show, he put a comment saying he can actually do Eagles now under $30. So you're talking $29.98. So you're talking basically $30 for an American Silver Eagle right now. Let's see, Adam Stack. I'm still holding my Peacock. I made around 10 billion free Peacocks since I bought in. Yeah, a lot of people have been making on it. They've been doing well with it. So, I mean, it's good in a way. Let's see. So, with that being said, I think we're going to start wrapping up. And when I say Peacock's been doing good, I mean it's been doing good we've been gaining coins still. Price of the coin has not gone up yet. It's actually gone down. That's okay, as long as I'm accumulating more coins. At some point, I believe it will go up. That's just my personal thoughts on it, though. With that being said, we are going to wrap up the show. I hope you guys enjoyed it tonight. Maybe doing a couple package openings. Like I said, I just got another package in today. I actually had another one in yesterday that I shot the video. But with everything going on, with the labor shortage, with the mandates, with the silver falling, I said, I can't not go live tonight. So I got to go live. And I'll just put that video up later. So with that being said, we're going to wrap up the show. Ran about an hour and 16 minutes. I hope you guys had a great night. Please, if you didn't already hit that thumbs up button, hit that thumbs up button. And I hope you guys enjoyed it. With that being said, John, you have a great night, buddy. Jimmy, you have a great night. Adam Stacks, you have a great night. Paul S., buddy, you have a great night. Michael C., you have a great night. Adam Stacks, you have a great night. So Lancer TV, you have a great night. Chris4365, you have a great night. Scott, you have a great night. Let's see, who else do we show in here? Lenny, you have a great night. Joe Jimenez, you have a great night. If you want to shout out, let me know. Kimberly, you have a great night. Bulltide, you have a great night. Silver Wolverine, you have a great night. Coin Silver, you have a great night. If you want to shout out, I don't see everybody's names in here right now. So please, if you want to shout out, hit that. Just put a comment in there. I can't see everybody watching unless they make a comment recently. Type 1 and Type 2 Silver Eagles, MS70s are in one setting selling for $119 for a Type 1 and a Type 2. I'm guessing that means you get a Type 1 beside a Type 2. That's a really good deal compared to what a lot of people are asking for them. Selling them fast. Check your emails. We sent it out early today. Nice. I'll have to look at what the setting looks like, too. That does sound cool. And Bulltide, you have a great night. So, with that being said, I will see you guys again on T-Square Talk. I hope everybody has a great night, and I will see you guys again. Take care, everybody. And I will see you guys for sure on Tuesday. And if I may see you sooner, you never know. A lot going on now. So, we're starting to see some excitement in the silver. I like seeing it fall because when it falls, I don't believe they can sustain the fall. So I believe it will eventually bounce back up really soon. So with that being said, everybody have a great night, and I will see you